Well, Rupert Wingfield-Hayes joins us now from Tokyo. And Rupert, what do you think? I mean, when do you think we're going to get a decision? What might that decision be? And how do people in Japan feel about this all?
Well, certainly the Japanese government and the International Olympic Committee are saying there is no need to make a decision yet. In fact, as the Olympic flame was landing here in Japan this morning, the International Olympic Committee issued a statement, a communiqué, saying they understand the uncertainty. This is a very uncertain time for the world, but they are in no rush to make a decision about what to do about the Olympics. They say they have contingency plans in place, but at the moment, it is still full steam ahead for July the 24th. Now, I have to say that is not the feeling, as you heard in that piece which played then, that is not the feeling of many experts here. I think, just taking a sort of stab at it, from people I've been talking to, they say a decision perhaps can be put off until the beginning of May, so another 6 weeks. But that is really the last moment at which they can decide whether to cancel or postpone the Games. And from everybody I've been talking to here, both medical experts and government officials, they think the most likely outcome is not a cancellation, but a delay of 1 or 2 years. Everybody thinks the chances of going ahead on the 24th of July are very, very small indeed.
And what's the reaction been within Japan to this news that the Games may be cancelled? What are people's feelings about this?
Well, I think huge concern and potential disappointment. This has been a huge thing for several years now for the people of Tokyo and the people of Japan. A huge amount of money has been spent. Estimates up to around $30 billion has been put in by the government to build a new international stadium, to build new facilities. And there was real hope. I mean, there was real feeling that this is not just a big event for Tokyo, but this is a big event for the whole of Japan. It was going to bring millions more tourists to Tokyo this summer, and that they would then go and travel elsewhere around Japan. I have friends who run businesses all over Japan. They were hoping that their business was going to boom this summer. And now they are looking at the prospect of the Olympics either being cancelled or moved with a great deal of gloom and doom. This is already not just here in Japan, but around the world. Obviously, everybody is being affected by this pandemic. Most people very negatively, and so I think people here in Japan feel very much the same way, that this is going to be a huge economic blow and a psychological blow for people who were looking forward to having really a huge festival of sport here in Tokyo this summer.
And Rupert, you talked about contingency plans. What plans might they be? And also you talked about delaying the Games rather than cancelling. Why do you think that's the preferred thing to do? And would the IOC be okay with that? Because it would change the whole kind of, difference between the years between the Olympic Games, wouldn't it?
It would, but we are in unprecedented times. Euro 2020 has been postponed until 2021. Lots of other sports events, the NBA in the United States, Premier League football in the UK, all of these things are being massively impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. So these are unprecedented times requiring unprecedented action. Why do I think postpone rather than cancel? Well, because I think the Olympic movement, the International Olympic Committee, does not want to cancel Olympic Games. The only time that's happened before is in 1940, also Tokyo, but during a world war. So postponement is very, very complicated, but it would be the best option.
Rupert, thank you very much indeed.